Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Brady. I'm a local player in Kansas City, friend of Paul. Just uploading to the channel here a cool, interesting deck. A lot of people have been playing the Seyfert Thunder deck. I wanted to introduce the idea of Crusadia Seyfert Thunder. It's a deck I've been playing for quite some time, even before Seyfert came out. I saw some success at YCS Fort Worth not too long ago, where I made top 32. I'm kind of taking a little bit of a hiatus from the game, but I've come back in. Most recent event I found success at was at a 30-person Yu-Gi-Oh! Day. Got second place. It's not much of an accomplishment, but it was just a proof of concept for this deck. Run you through the cards real quick, and then I'll show you an advanced combo. I'm also going to go through one deck edit, because there was an error on my deck list that I should have changed. So let's get into it. So if you're familiar with the Crusadia package, you want to play quite a bit. We play 3 Maximus, 3 Reclusia, 3 Arborea, and 2 Draco. Now, 11 is right around the sweet spot. You could go 12 with a Leonis, but I found 11 with this deck size to be good. This deck size is 47 cards, and the reason we play such a high deck size is because we want to minimize the chances of drawing a bad card or drawing multiples of specific cards in our deck, so we can maximize the amount of extenders and starters we see. These are all great starters and great extenders, so high Crusadia count is ideal. Next for the dangers, 2 Nessie, 2 Tsuchinoko, 2 Jackalope, and 2 Mothman. This is one shy of 9, which is what people were playing whenever these were all at 3. I found these 8 to be rather useful. Don't necessarily need Bigfoot or Thunderbird or anything like that, because they don't necessarily do anything if they get sniped while going first. This card at least has the added advantage of, you at least get to filter a card in your deck, which is, it's okay. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. Okay, so for the dragon cards, we play 2 Chaos Dragon Levianeer, and then 1 of the prize card, Chaos Emperor Dragon of Armageddon. This card is super necessary for the deck. I know a lot of people have messaged me in the past about it. Yes, you need to play this card. Very, very useful in the combo Thunder decks. This card, I'm playing 2 just because you don't want to see this card in your opening hand unless you're getting like hard wrecked by Nibiru, so you just want to use him as a either a follow-up or a bomb. Worked out pretty fine for the numbers. Then we played this with Red Eyes, Darkness Metal. Not necessarily the best card to draw, but he is one of the best cards to guarantee certain combos. I'll go over that whenever we go through the combo. Galactic Spiral Dragon. Now, not a lot of people are familiar with this card, but what he does is when he's in the hand or the graveyard, if you control 2 light or dark dragon type monsters, you can summon him from either the hand or graveyard, and then he gets banished when he leaves the field. And then his second effect is you can make all face-up monsters on the field level 8. This is going to be relevant for the combo. I'll show that in just a little bit as well. Destrudo, this is just a dragon extender. It's one of the better dragon extenders in the game right now, so we played a copy of it. Tempest, same thing, but this one's also can be a bomb in aspects like that. And then White and Black Dragon, they complement perfectly here with 3 copies of Starliege Seyfert. Now, the logic behind playing 3 Seyfert along with 11 Crusadias, in a lot of cases people think this would conflict with your normal summon, but if you open Seyfert with Danger with Crusadia, I got full combo. If you open Seyfert with 2 Dangers, you're in good shape. It just depends on how this card is utilized. If you draw this and you draw Crusadia and multiple extenders, you can use this to pitch off your Ravine to extend your combos. I'll explain kind of how that works a little bit once we get into the combo as well. And then Brotar, this is the best card to summon off spheres. So for the non-dragon extenders, we play Cyber Dragon Natcher. This gives you an option to go second. Makes breaking boards a little bit easier. One of the strengths of the Crusadia version of this deck is it's able to break boards quite easily. This card also acts as a pseudo danger card, and it can also filter out some of the bad cards in your hand and make them more useful, since a lot of cards in your deck are very useful in the graveyard. Speaking of a very useful card in the graveyard, we play 3 Destiny Hero Malicious. The purpose of this card is predominantly to help you push through Nibiru after you've been Nibiru'd. But also, he's an extremely useful extender with Dragon Ravine. You don't play Armageddon Knight or anything like that, because you always are going to guarantee yourself a way to discard as long as you can see your Guard Dragon combo. And then For the last non-dragon extender monster, we have 2 Sea Archiver. Debatable to play this card, but he is very, very good. It's like a Crusadia out of the graveyard if you're familiar with his effect. Find him to be extremely valuable in a lot of situations where 1, Nibiru gets involved, or 2, multiple hand traps. So you may find this card pretty good. So next is the Thunder package. There is an error on this, so I will explain the error. We have 2 Dark and 1 Hawk. There should be 1 Roar with this as well. The reason for it will be very apparent whenever you see the combo. Having the additional Roar, or having the copy of Roar in your deck, allows you to do a much stronger combo for less resources. So if you don't play Roar, you're going to need to open Crusadia plus 3 extenders. And this, if you play Roar, it's Crusadia plus 2 extenders to open your most ideal board. And we'll go over that in just a minute as well. And then for the spells, 3 Sekka's Light, and then 1 Dragon Ravine. The reason we play it like this, so Dragon Ravine is never going to be in the graveyard, and Sekka's Light is always going to get banished. So if you search this with Romulus first, you activate it, and then you play this, draw your 2 cards, and you're all set. And that's it for that. Main deck, 47 cards. Once again, we play that so we don't draw our bad cards, but we see more of our good cards. Extra deck, LP Pisty. Obviously, this is a Guard Dragon deck. Romulus, you want to use this to search Ravine. Super integral to Dragon decks right now. Spheres, this is one of the cards we end our boards with. Very strong card, obviously. Triple Burst, this is how we pivot from a couple Crusadia cards into our Guard Dragon combo. It's also going to be useful for making Appaloosa later in the combo. I'll explain that when we get there. Magius, that's how we start most of our combos. I'm playing Lambda right now. There are many arguments to play Land Fornicus or Beat Cop or whatever it may be. This is just the one I've landed on currently. I usually switch it around just depending on what's going to be best for the given situation. IP Masquerena, another card you can end on. This is most useful when you get Nibiru, so you can end on 2 to 3 interruptions. So she's really nice. And then Phoenix and Unicorn. These are typically the cards you make with Masquerena. And then Apollo. You make her in your end board, but you can also make her before you start going with your combo if you have something like a weaker hand to make sure you play around Nibiru. Harbinger, probably the best standalone card to end on in this extra deck. Just because you have tons of monsters that you can essentially protect from all forms of battle through him. And then it also has a spell negation, which is pretty useful right now. And then 1 Colossus, you don't need to play multiples, you just want to end on the single one. 1 Trishula, Dragon of Icy Imprisonment. Now, if you're not playing this deck in America, this could probably be curious, and most likely will be. But since we're in America, we're going to take advantage of this card, so we can banish the Roar out of our deck and just go super ham for free. And then I play the 1 Mega Fleet. This is just a go with a Natchster. We don't play the Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon in the main deck, just because you're not guaranteed to play against Orcust, even though it is the most represented deck. Just wanted something to be able to quickly break a board if I had to. And that's the deck, so let's get into the combo.